See this watch right here? This one right here? It's a 1963 Seiko-Matic J130-60. It's a nice watch. It's a vintage watch. It's beautiful. It's not too expensive because XRP has not gone to 589 yet, so I can't buy myself a damn Rolex. Nor would I want to. I'm a Seiko guy. But I am not a cryptocurrency expert. I am a cartoonist who happens to make fun of cryptocurrency. Now, I own quite a bit of it, but not like billions of tokens or anything like that. So I'm not too skittish about what happens in the market. I'm in it to win it, but I'm not committing everything I own to the sector, which is probably what some people who are really into XRP have in fact done. And they're getting a little sick and tired of Ripple being crybabies at a playground, complaining that nobody wants to play with them. So let's make a cartoon out of it. Let's get to it. Can't really complain. He's worth a lot more money than I am. And he's done more in his life than me, but hey, come from Yahoo. A failing company to a company that fails. Wow. Who saw that coming? So what we're going to do here, I'm using my texture effect, almost like a pencil. Blue pencil, and I'll ink over it. The reason I like using blue pencil is because when you go over it with black ink, if you're using a gray pencil, a regular letter graphite pencil, sometimes it competes with the finer lines in the ink and you get lost as to what you're inking, what you're not. Details like patterns on a shirt, like hair, bits in the, like a 5 o'clock shadow. You sometimes miss it. Okay, I'm going to have him looking up, crying. So we're going to do the plus sign. And his eyes are very close set. Usually, when you're talking about eyes, you should be able to fit a third eye in between the two eyes. It looks like that's not the case with him. It looks like his eyes are pretty close together, and there's not a lot of room. So we'll just do it that way. He's got these eyebrows that kind of do that. Now, I'll come back to these later on. I'll add more detail, but I just want to get those out of the way. He's got an interesting nose, too. He has his teeth out. I'm just using the same image I used before, that I showed you before. And not much of a chin. I wonder if he should wear a suit. He should wear... Oh, I know what he's going to wear. Because remember, this is a cartoon. There's no logic in cartoons. You can do anything you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him in a suit diaper? No, he's not wearing a diaper. He's a kid on a playground. They wouldn't wear diapers on a playground. Yeah, I'll have him wearing like a big suit. Like an over suit that's way too big for his body. like he broke into his father's closet. My suit! I'm a CEO now. I can do anything. I'm important. I'll give him a bigger mouth. There we go. Ears around like this. All I'm doing right now is just trying to figure out where everything goes. I did do the eyes a little bit and the nose. I'll just kind of throw the nose in there like that. But if you look at his face, it's the squinty, close-set eyes, the eyebrows, and his cheeks. He does have some cheeks to him. So I'll put a couple lines right here. Not a lot. You don't have to do a circle or anything like that. If his eyes were open, maybe you would put something right here. You could still put something right here. Just to show a little bit of chubbiness to the cheeks, almost like my face. A little bit of chubbiness. The parts of the hair right here. His hair kind of does this. A little bit of a wave. And he's got a big hairline. He's got quite a receded hairline all the way around. So we're going to give you a lot of space right here. And he's got one of those corporate cuts. He's wearing this suit. And he'll have his feet out here and here. And the suit kind of drapes over his legs. His legs would be like right here. Of course, the lapel's much bigger. There we go. The lapel has to be massive because he's a child. It's for grown men, not little itty-bitty children who kick and scream and bitch all day long. Why is anybody adopting our technology? It's so nice. Well, what are you going to do? He's going to have a tie. The tie will be on the ground, obviously, because he's so damn short. In real life, not. But in this cartoon, obviously, he's a child, so. There we go. Let's just give him a little more rounded hair here. And then I'll just do this. Because when was the last time you saw a kid on a playground who had perfect hair? Now, right away, I'm looking at this. And one thing about the part I don't like, it does kind of go up and disappear like that. And this part really does come back like this. So he's got a huge forehead. And this is actually a lot more. He's a hard person to draw. Viagra Butane was a lot easier to draw because he's got a weird face. This guy has just kind of a plain face. There's nothing to him. It's just kind of, I'll give him stubble. But it's just kind of one of those CIA kind of faces where you think you know what he looks like, but when pressed, you're like, well, I kind of know what this guy looks like. He kind of looks like this, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Garlinghouse is CIA. Who knows? Oh, he's got a douche shave. Oh, I see. It does this. He's got one of those Florida shaves where it's a hard line right here. It's like he didn't shave anything, but he took the razor and went rip like that. At least in the photo I'm looking at. He's like, why isn't anybody playing with my XRP? There we go, and his fingers, and maybe he's creating a fist on this one. What I usually do is I'll usually create a fist. It would be his left hand, so it would be my left hand. I can look at it. Artists do this all the time, even artists making hundreds of thousands of dollars, or perhaps millions of dollars a year. Nobody cares if you're looking at your own fist to see what it looks like. Those are big feet. Man, those feet are huge. No, you know what? He's a man-child, so yeah. I'll keep it. Why not? Doesn't make a difference to me. Sometimes you draw something and you say, oh, yeah, I don't like the way that looks. It's too big or it's too small. And then you stop for a moment. You say, wait a minute. You think about the character. Who am I drawing here? I'm drawing someone who is constantly complaining about everything. So why not make a combination of childlike features and manlike features? So what we're going to do here is give him big feet. Of course, we give him tears. Wah. Yeah, no one's playing with my toys. I want to go home. All the details, get them out in pencil form and get them right in pencil form, because obviously this is a stylus. You could erase, but it does have a virtual eraser right here. But with a pencil, you can erase it. Make all of your mistakes in pencil. Then come back and go to ink, and let's go to ink right now. I think this is pretty good. I will go to my basic brush. How's that look? Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's a 10-1. Again, I'm looking right here. And now I can start inking in. I went to a separate layer right here. Just in case I don't like the inking, I can always erase it without messing with my pencil work. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw the ear. I'll draw the second ear right here. He's got kind of in this photo, he's got kind of a stubbly beard. When you do that, see this line right here? His jawline here and here. You don't draw it. Instead, you create kind of a pattern following that line all the way around like this. a little more right here. Just create a little more curve right there. And all the way up, leading right to a point. God, this is a douchey beard. Oh, well. Now, because it's like that, because he has a hard line right here, like he took his electric razor and, right on the edge and went, Vup! I'm going to do a little bit of a line right here just to emphasize it. Just a little bit. That's going to stay. But what it's going to do is when people see it, it's going to emphasize that's a hard cut. Now when we get to the eyebrows, it's going to be a little interesting because it looks like his eyebrows are kind of a main feature of his face. I want to say they're kind of Nicolas Cage-ish. That's not a compliment, by the way. And they're close together. Just like his eyes, they're very close set. So we will put them right there. Again, not a lot of space in between, right here. Doesn't look like you can fit a third eye in there. Also, he's got little crow's feet because of the hard work he's doing. I'm not going to do too much on the nose right here, just a little bit of shading down below. I kind of skimp out when it comes to the nostrils. I don't think it's that important, unless it's vital to the character. Maybe like the nose is a big part of the character. Like for me, I have a big nose, so it would be a vital part. Garlinghouse is sort of a basic nose. It's not the feature on his face that stands out. It's really the squinty eyes and the eyebrows that stand out. Again, I'll do more buckling of the fabric. And, see? One thing I didn't do is I broke my own rule. These lapels right here are ahead of the fabric, at the head of the actual coat itself. It's in front of it. So you want to do these first. And you want these to be a little thicker. See the lines of the lapel as opposed to the lines of the folds in the fabric. They're not in competition with each other. These lines are a lot thinner than this line right here. And when you're inking, you really want to do that. Again, we draw the foot first, and then the folds of the fabric behind, like that. And here, we'll do it again. Lapel first, because it's in front of everything. And I actually should draw the tie right now, because if I'm going to draw anything else, the tie will be covering it up. I'll wait for the XRP. So there'll be a second part of the tie right behind that. And again, buckling of the fabric. Like that. And give them some... Oh, that's good enough. And hair. We'll get on the hair right now. And again, I'm going to bring this down to about 5 and 1. Or maybe 5 and 0.5. Again, I'm right here, bottom left-hand corner. And what I like doing with the hair is I will go from one side, from the part over to the left, and then from the end of the curve over to the right, and I'll leave the center wide open. He has some shine to his hair, not a lot, but enough. And let's see, we will bring this back up to 10, and we'll get this right here because I missed it. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that'll do. Brad Garlinghouse is a baby. I would think that this cartoon is more realistic and accurate than any photograph taken of him. I'm not against that concept, actually. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, hit the like and subscribe button, bottom right-hand corner. That would be fantastic. And until next time, see ya!